And your name?
Neil Cole.
Neil Cole. When did you run here?
When they started running here, and I went into Grand National and went to NASCAR. Two consecutive years, I won the most victories and the most money. I put more laps in this track than any other track goes on.
Wow. Was that a midget or a stock car?
Midget first, and then modified, and then late model.
Unbelievable. Did you run against the famous Frankie Snyder?
Yes, very much so.
How was he to race with?
Great, he's a great man, and he's also a lodge member.
Bill Claren. Bill Claren.
This is my, everything developed from this point on. What I am today, family, everything started right here.
Wow. What was the cars that you run here?
I think the first car was Al Bob. It was an old Huff car, and Pappy used to let Al take care of it. I ran for him a few races. I ran for that's the car that I did the best in here. I ran for the Maurer family until I flipped the race car, and then I was summarily dismissed simply because the upholstery was
Oh, here's Bingo Metz.
How you doing, Ace?
Did you run here?
But Otto Harway drove our stock car here when I was very small. Flat-toed down here with a chain. Ronnie Kohler.
Ronnie Kohler, that sounds familiar. What car did you run?
Many cars. In fact, 60 years ago, I used to chase Neil Cole around at this track here. I started out my modified racing in '49 in Middletown, New York, and of course, everybody will tell you at that time we were 6-7 nights a week, Sunday afternoon, anytime you could, as long as you could keep the car together. Then in 1951, I went with NASCAR, with the LAN Nationals at that time. And I was running Happy Huff in 1951. Neil Cole here, Colucci we call him.
Upside down Colucci.
Upside down the Colucci. Neil won the championship in 1952. That was the NASCAR championship. I succeeded in buying the win car that Neil had in '52, and I drove that in 1953. Locally, I run second in a 400 lapper at Jersey City. I won Wall Stadium. I run third at Morristown. Well, I was a real good car that Colucci built. And I went on, and I had an agreement with my wife. And when our first child was born, I said I'd quit. Well, unfortunately and fortunately, that happened in 1955. So I quit and retired. And that's the life that I had. And every Tuesday and Friday night here at Hinchcliffe Stadium. In fact, I was born and raised about 3 miles from here. And while I was racing here, I lived about 3 blocks from here. So it wasn't hard for me to get over here. It's been a pleasure talking to everybody, and it's good to see a nice turnout. Thank you, Ace.
Thank you. Now I have one gentleman here, Mr. Bill Nash. Bill, good friend. He owned a couple cars, I believe, right? Tell me about the guys that you used to hang out with, the midgets.
Well, Ralph Sheeler was one of the ones that I really hung around with. And with the Maurer, with Les and Pop Maurer's car, but my real friend was Bill Schindler. I got to be a real friend of his, and I still correspond with his daughter.
Schindler was one of the best around, and I remember coming here and seeing him race there when I was a little boy, and it's a pleasure to see him race. How about Pappy Huff and his little pigs?
Pappy Huff was the master. I don't know how to explain Pappy. He was just a worldwide character. I don't know of anyone that has actually won more races that you consider its ownership. I think it was something like 2,000 races.
Well, I gotta find more drivers. Anybody else we got underneath the tent here? McGowan's?
Hey, so we got Fearless here.
Okay. Bobby, don't run on me.
Hey Ron, happy homicide. You got 580-some different racetracks in this country. Oh, really?
Yep. How you doing, Bob?
How are you tonight?
What did you do? Midget scissors socks.
I'm sorry I can't hear you.
Did you run the TQs here?
I never ran here. I was 10 years old when I first came here. That's when I decided to race.
I remember coming, I don't know, it was like a handful of my father. He put me right up in those stands over there on the north side. But where did you sit at?
Excuse me? Where did you sit? God, you got him. Right there.
Wow. Race back there?
Yes, I did.
Oh, what is it? Hinchcliffe or Wise Glass?
Wise class.
Or why did the Wise Glass guys come to the Patterson side or what?
Too young.
Oh. How about Newark, Ironbound, and Rupert Stadium?
Sat in the stands.
Oh, we're all still young yet. Well, it was great back then, remember?
Yes, it was.
Tell me a little bit about Wise Class while we're here at Patterson.
Well, I talked to Frankie Snyder, and he always said to me, when you drive Wise class, you can go anywhere in the state.
Unbelievable. My dad shot there too also. There was a bridge, you know, when you go over it, it stands right down below the racetrack, was there, correct?
You're correct.
I don't know if I was there, but I remember Dad talking about it. Thank you. What are we doing here at this racetrack?
Trying to bring the stadium back to life.
And how long is it going to take us to do that?
Can we do it tomorrow?
Well, we hope to make this happen because I really wanted this to happen. Like 6 years ago, the mayor came to me and wanted me to do something when I had the museum, my art gallery, down at the bottom of the falls here. And I was just coming back from my heart attack, and I think I'm back on 95% here now, so we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, that's great. I just want to personally thank everyone that showed up today and brought a car and sharing stories, and this is really great. And I just hope this could go someplace. Just really want to thank everybody.
Well, that's it for me.